Here we are, guys.
Thing
Oh,
that the history of evolution has taught us.
Jeff's
is that
talking.
Life will not be contained.
Get it? It's like the first Jurassic
Life
Park.
breaks free.
Look at all this
That's
stuff.
exactly what it did, time and time again.
Wow.
Tearing down barrier after barrier until finally we arrived here. This Jurassic world. There is no path left to travel but forwards. No viable option but coexistence with the dinosaurs. It's a rocky road ahead of us. Less rocky, perhaps, under the right management.
That's not me. So hello everyone and welcome to Jurassic World Evolution 3! I just played this.
Welcome!
Oh,
Welcome.
okay.
I am, of course,
There's got to be a lot of
Finch,
talking.
managing director of this new enterprise and the owner of this lovely patch of Badlands. Go on, take a look around. Breathe in the, fresh air.
Decidedly less fresh around the herbivore enclosure. Hey, tell me, what are you calling this again? Is it done?
Look at his new
Dim?
profile picture.
DIN, the Dinosaur Integration Network. I am Kira Chang. A pleasure to meet you. We intend to help dinosaurs and humans coexist globally. And I am here to find clients who
Here's me
share
just
that
looking at
goal.
everything.
Hey, so I should, ignore the roaming velociraptors that I saw on the way in and just focus on the bare bones enclosure? Wow, you're spoiling me.
Indeed.
Please, Doctor, take a look at the site map.
Okay, so we're going to be going over a
Not
tutorial
only does
kind
this
of to
map
start
allow us
with.
to oversee the site, but it also shows
But we will
the
get onto
raptors are no
interesting
longer
things in a bit.
nearby. We have plenty of time.
Oh yes, plenty of time, sure. Until, of course, we don't.
All right, let's get this showcase underway.
Look at them,
To kick
Diplodocus.
things off, some rescues will be arriving here any time now. Let's use
Okay.
a delivery zone to transport them all in one trip.
So this is new.
Time, and even better, a boatload of chopper fuel.
So instead of
Okay,
making a
perfect.
hatchery, now you
When the chopper
can
gets here, direct them to that
get
delivery
dinosaurs
zone.
dropped in, but they do need a drop-off place, which is nice because, you know, hatcheries take up a big area. We're going to see Lokiceratops right now,
Excellent.
which is the new species, or one of the new
Lokiceratops are
species.
On their way. And the pilot said there's something special about the group, so consider my interest piqued.
Ah, our other important guest has arrived. Dr. Dua, welcome to Montana.
And thank you for inviting me.
It's
Your
Dua
goal to
Lipa!
help dinosaurs thrive has certainly caught the conservation sector's attention. I truly hope you can succeed.
So do I.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready to see some babas? You're gonna see some babes! And here they are. So yeah, I just came back from the event, just recorded.
A wild,
I'm now at the hotel
juvenile
room,
dinosaur.
recording my reaction to it.
Absolutely remarkable.
Because of course we couldn't
And
record
not-
any audio while we're
not a
playing.
common sight these days. You know, the mind boggles thinking about how its experiences now will shape it. Will its future be peaceful? Chaotic? The deciding factor, I suspect.
So you've got a lovely new UI with very
Beautiful young
intuitive
dinosaur.
controls.
Can we
So if they need
perhaps
something, you can click
observe
on it
it
and it'll
more
take you straight to it.
closely?
I think Evolution 2 kind of had that.
Dinosaur appeal is one of the things that'll draw new guests to a site. And boy,
Oh, and I'm also
boy,
naming them all.
juveniles sell entry tickets.
And well cared for juveniles will grow into more appealing adults as well.
We see a lot here, don't worry guys. I
As
went into this
dinosaurs
knowing
explore
I had a
their new
lot to
enclosure, they'll
sort of
form a
show.
territory. It's
So
inside
hopefully
this
we're one of the
territory
first people to
that their
cover it, as well as
environment must meet
showcase
their
all of this
needs.
stuff.
Some dinosaurs play well with others. Some less so. Keep an eye on who's sharing an enclosure with who.
So there we go. You've got all my beautiful
I must
names.
say, that enclosure
I was
is
just
a far
passing the
cry
time while
from the
everyone
environment
talks.
These animals evolved for.
All part of the demonstration, I assure you. we have a suite of environmental tools to help make this enclosure more appropriate, which is, of course, our next priority.
You might have noticed I quickly just made a mountain straight away. Because what happens with this is they lock you out of certain controls and you can't do them after a while. So I was like, quickly, make a mountain! So here you go, you got loads. I didn't check this, but you can make multiple terrains in the same one. So you can have snow, you can have rainforest, you can have desert, all in like one map. Which is something you couldn't do in Evolution 2. And I don't think I showcased it here, which is unfortunate. Because I was just trying to, you know, get this done.
Wonderful work. Actions like this will certainly earn you a good reputation with the conservation sector.
So it's the usual tutorials, but again, you know, as people who are playing this may not have played Evolution 1 or 2. So they're not very familiar. So I'm just trying to like speed through this as quickly as possible. Like, just let me make baby battle royales. You know me, guys. It's what we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. Oh, and this is a new disaster coming in.
Not to alarm you all, but is that
A sandstorm, and it came out of nowhere.
typical? It ripped apart some of our fences too.
Storms like this can harm or panic dinosaurs. This is a delicate situation.
Because I think in the past, you know, we've had tornadoes, but now this is a new one.
spooked giant is a big threat to our guests. The priority needs to be tranquilizing it with the capture team chopper. We can repair the enclosure later.
Oh, there's a really good control here that I just noticed after I used the ranger station and flew the helicopter. But you'll notice in the controls, when I take off that is, there's a lock on in the bottom left. You've got your strafe, your steer, your ascent, descent, but the lock on is so nice. Because, I mean, you can see me here kind of struggling, because once you zoom in, you're kind of locked. You can move like a tiny bit, but you can't move much. But, while you're flying around, you can lock onto a target, and the helicopter will, as it says, lock onto said target. And then I accidentally try to get out, because I knew I did it, but it was waiting for me to go back into the aim menu, like that.
Hey, nice shooting. Those dinosaurs won't be waking up anytime soon, so you've earned us some breathing space.
Yeah, here's the lock-on
I'm not
feature.
Exactly a
I didn't realize I was doing it. I was like, wait, what?
Bring in the experts. We need a maintenance facility, and like yesterday.
You can see me like clicking it on and off there, but I thought it was a really cool idea. Because a helicopter's not something you really spend much time in,
Every
but
facility
you
place will
should.
need to be connected to our
It's Jurassic
path
Park, it's
network.
helicopters. Oh, and then I have loads of fun with this. But I was a bit too overzealous there, and I forgot to connect it to the path. But I knew exactly what I need to do. You'll see there's loads of different
Now
paths. We
get
do check that
there
out
and
later.
Repair everything you can.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're about to see. I noticed a beautiful button in the bottom
Dr.
left.
Dua, Dr. Malcolm,
Switch
your,
camera.
Testimonials would really make a difference. We need the support of the conservation sector if anyone will take us seriously.
Oh, it's very bouncy as well.
And if
Very
they
bouncy.
don't, Din is going down. And taking what's left
Here we
of
go.
my money
Here
and
I am.
self-respect with him.
John Hammond said something similar when he brought me and the others to Jurassic Park. You know, I could dig out the report that I made for him, but I'd need to update some details, like oohs and ahs and running and screaming, you know, that sort of thing.
I'm not sure that now is the time for that conversation, Mr. Finch. Let's focus on the task at hand for the moment.
So you'd think this is a really good idea. You can drive around, but you hit literally everything. Like fallen tree, bang, and there's. I really like it because it's almost like I'm in a bumper car. I'm really bouncy, and you can see I haven't done too much damage to my ATs. I don't even know what it's called, but I was just laughing to myself. And then here I'm like, oh, this would be so cool if I drive over the top. And then, oh, I couldn't do that. It'd be awesome if I could drive over the top of the rocks there and fall off. But we have to take the boring way and go around. Look at this. I'm just amazing. Amazing at riding this thing. I don't know if many people will be playing this, you know, this way, taking direct control of these things. Because But they are a load of fun to
An
drive.
efficient batch of repairs. Impressive work.
Now that the enclosure is fixed up, we're safe to transport the dinosaurs back
As you can see,
into
I'm
it.
just ahead of it. I already know what they're going to
When
ask.
transporting a dinosaur, first choose the animal you want to move and then pick where to send it. That
Yes,
storm could have torn the
I
park
know,
apart
Cabot, I know.
or hurt the dinosaurs. We got lucky, but luck tends to run out eventually.
No need to worry.
Swing
I
of the Diplodocus,
suggested
like,
we prepare for such a thing weeks ago. And we did prepare, didn't we, Mr. Finch?
Well, you know, the to-do list was pretty long. And how was I to know we'd be hit by look, let's not point fingers, especially at me.
Beautiful.
Bit of a long shot, but Dr. Malcolm, any chance you can ignore the
Beautiful
whole
name as well
breakout
there.
thing?
I'm doing
Boy,
just
now
Lord's
you're
work
asking
here.
an awful lot of me.
Okay, maybe not ignore, but focus on how well we dealt with it.
Guys, I
No?
was locked in.
Can't blame a guy for trying.
I was like, I will showcase everything
Let's
and
place
name
down some
everything.
maintenance posts across the site. They'll let your maintenance ATVs patrol and fix the place up automatically.
So this is like the ranger stations. They also had their ranger, I don't even know what it's called. Whatever this is, but this is for the ATVs.
You want your maintenance posts to cover all buildings and power generators that might need repairing, refueling, or resupplying. Those posts also have a wider range to them, and any fences that break in that range will automatically get repaired.
I was always a bit in two minds whether this was a good thing or not, because it seems like an extra step, but Ranger teams had too much to do, I think. So I think this is a good shout. But with those the ATVs, like I loved when people made racetracks for them, and I'd love to see what you could do with these guys.
Once you've placed your maintenance posts, you can directly assign a maintenance team to each one.
Here's me looking at the beautiful graphics, because honestly, this
I've
was
arranged
gorgeous,
for more
and it is
dinosaurs
gorgeous.
to arrive on site. They were struggling in the nearby desert, but we can give them a better life here.
One moment. Corythosaurus. They cohabitate wonderfully with Lokiceratops, so please do place them in the same enclosure. Replicating natural varied ecosystems should always be a high priority.
All right then.
Here's me
You're
testing
boss.
the shallow and deep
Until you
water,
say
or
you're
trying
supporting
to.
us at least. Then I'm back in charge. I'm kidding. Mostly.
So here's me trying to get the waterfall system to work, because as far as I was aware, like if you made water on top of a cliff, it would make a waterfall.
This
But
place is shaping up faster than I expected. The benefit of hiring the right park manager, eh? I mean, just take a step back and look at what you've done already. This site is our very own window into prehistoric Montana. Diplodocus? Check. Lokiceratops? Check. Corythosaurus? Well, here we go.
I love that the rocks just sort of generate as well. That's just really nice. So I forgot to mention, this isn't a finished build. So there are things that might not work or might look a bit weird. So I don't know if the waterfalls are put in just in this build that we're playing. That might not be the case. And I think that's probably why that wasn't working there. But I did try it, and it didn't seem to happen. So maybe this map just doesn't allow it or something like that. Either way, we'll see waterfalls later. And as of right now, I mean, again, like I said, this is a it's gorgeous. The vegetation as well. There's a moment coming up where it just hit me that I was looking at something that looked similar but was so different because of how dense it was, the different types of foliage in there.
Successful. Now, we better make sure those dinosaurs are loving
It looked like
their
its
new
own
home.
environment.
I mean, I'm sure they are, but I pride myself on being a good host. Or at least a passable one.
They could certainly be more comfortable here. Balancing comfort between multiple species can be a challenge, but one worth overcoming.
So this is me just kind of looking at what they need. And I like that. Anything that's got a love heart on it is like, I need it. Need more love. And of course they're still exploring their habitat, so there could be things that they're going to get, but I'm also eating into the Lokiceratops terrain there too. But either way, you know, it's stuff that if you play Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2, you know this like the back of your hand. It's second nature to you. There you go. Everybody's happy. Woohoo! Okay, some lovely close-ups of the Cretasaur and a mountain climbing one in the background.
As happy as the Lokiceratops.
I was quite surprised with
Like
this one.
many species, they need males in their herd to truly thrive. Male dinosaurs are rather rare, though, so there's little we can do. Perhaps Din isn't a good fit for the conservation sector. Your work is inspiring, but the dinosaurs need something extraordinary if they're to get a foothold in the wild.
You know, the dinosaurs aren't adapting fast enough to reproduce on their own. The course of natural history is trying to reassert itself, and you simply cannot fight nature.
But we could work with it. I know of a research station developing not only male dinosaur synthesis, but sustainable breeding programs too. If it will earn your support, I suggest that we all head there immediately.
I wanted to look at the guests as well here.
Just to check, we're coming back here, right?
Oh, we must. If that research succeeds, we have to return to reintroduce male dinosaurs.
Look at the
to these
baby!
herds.
I couldn't click on anything at the
All
moment,
right,
but
my
I'm
bags
trying
are
to
packed,
showcase
so
things.
let's go.
It does a little happy little backwards moonwalk circle. So obviously this is the campaign, and you go from site to site. And then this, I think this was new, or we haven't seen this. This is Kauai. I think that we also showcased China as well. I'm trying to remember whereabouts in China that is, but it looks very similar to this sort of environment, if I remember correctly. There's just so much, guys. There's so much I saw, and then I mean, we'll see. Of course, we've got Hawaii. We've got the journey to the island. I think this one is.
Well, you know, I've been to a tropical island harboring so-called groundbreaking research before, and I felt this same mix of sheer wonder and utter dread back then, too. I'm more optimistic about what I'll find this time around, but still, if I may, a word of advice: build more places to hide than you think you need.
Oh, Jeff, you're such a treasure. So you can see some beautiful waterfalls here.
Aloha,
Absolutely
Hawaii.
gorgeous.
This is not a vacation, Mr. Finch. We are here to support pioneering research on dinosaur breeding. And to that end, I'm pleased to introduce you all to Dr. Luis Baldera, a leading paleoecologist. Dr. Baldera, the room is yours.
Hey, good to meet you all.
Oh yeah, so this is a
truth
new
be
character.
told, I wasn't expecting
Look at that
help so
waterfall,
soon.
man. And the
Kira
rocks at the
seemed pretty
bottom.
insistent
Oh.
that it has to be now, though, so
Oh,
I'm
it's gorgeous.
definitely going to make the most of it.
Well, you know, we're all dying to see how this works out.
I recognize that lamp.
Well, hopefully not literally dying.
So here we go. Everyone's favorite
Dr.
Maya saw.
Baldera has done quite
Everyone wanted
well
that to
on his
return.
own, but many minds make light research.
And the
We'll
galleys.
need a control center so that we can hire scientists for the project.
Yeah, I noticed that guy just having a lovely little wade in the pool there. So yeah, of course we're still having a hand. We do get
We
to
should
go
hook
into
that
Sandbox
building
in
up
it,
to the
you know,
path
once we've done
network,
this,
too.
so don't worry. We'll see a lot. We will see a
Science
lot.
by candlelight is great for atmosphere, but less great for productivity. Let's get a generator down and power that building.
I'm already on it. I'm like, I know what to do. Just let me place it down.
Scientists have a variety of skills, but researching male synthesis will require experience in genetics. Please hire whomever you think can do the job.
Oh, it looks so good. So here we go. These are the scientists, right? So they had a bit of a backlash because the pictures in the previous two were AI generated. But these, they said they were no longer doing it. So I was a bit hesitant, like, will they actually put people's faces in? So I assume these are real people. What is interesting is the scientist, what's she called? Kira Chang, I think it is. She was in the game before they took out the AI thumbnails. Oh, sorry, profile pictures. And then it got me thinking, like, is Cabot Finch AI? I think he might be, you know, as well as like the other ones, like Isaac Clements and stuff. So I mean, I don't know. That's just me speculating. But she's still in it, which is interesting because they took her out of all the other trailers.
Okay, first off, we're gonna need a science center.
But either way, that's here nor there.
While parthenogenesis is a thing, that's reproduction without a mate. Dinosaur breeding typically requires a pair.
Oh, and here's where I
Male
test out the paths.
dinosaurs are
Look at
uncommon in
all the
wild,
different
but
paths.
We can create our
We
own
don't
with a
need
bit of
mods.
clever research.
Look at this.
That's where the science center comes in.
I was like, okay, quickly. Now it locks me out of the path, unfortunately, but I'm locked out now for a quick second, I think. But look, you can choose the different colors, and it's not just like one color. You got a path, you got a color for the outline, you got a color for the primary color, secondary color. So there we go. We've got blue grouting there, and then a pink trim. So I mean, you can go as crazy as you want with some of the paths, not all of them, but definitely some of them have the option to. And I'd go a bit. Well, you will see in a minute. And then, of course, you got the research. So this was something I was very interested to see if they would bring over, because out of all of the things in Evolution 2, I think the scientists weren't the...
Do you truly believe
people
that
didn't
this
praise
breeding
them,
program
let's
will
be
work?
honest.
I'm pretty sure it will. Dinosaurs breeding in the wild is rare, but I've observed common needs and behaviors. That's what we're building from.
I guess because I've just been playing so much with Sandbox that I just forget. And when it comes to that game, you know, when you're doing Sandbox, that mode, it's just like a pain. So, but you know, it is what it is. Some people do like this
Next steps.
mechanic.
Right. We need to gather some genetic material if we're going to actually synthesize a male. But finding an appropriate dig site will take a head for logistics that I definitely don't have. Let's hire some practical thinkers.
Already
now, let's
done.
research a dig
Already
site
done,
with plenty
mate.
of Maiasaura fossils.
I
Wonderful.
hide everybody.
There's surely no better choice to pioneer this research than a species whose name means good mother lizard.
Well, sure. What better reason to bring a breathing, thinking being into a strange new world than a lovely, apt name?
We'll need an expedition center to act as a base of operations for the dig. Let's construct one immediately.
Oh yeah, so here's where I go crazy with the payment. I was just, you know, wondering how wacky can you actually make it? And it turns out you can be pretty jazzy. Pretty jazzy. Oh yeah, I forget I'm actually having to do things, aren't I?
Expeditions and me go way back. They're a crucial part of any site like this one, after all.
Of course, if it's
See,
close
we
enough to the
send
path, you
teams
don't
out
need
to
to
dig sites
link it
where they
up.
collect fossils. Then we crack those fossils open and scoop out the genome, which lets us create dinosaurs. That wasn't the most scientific explanation, but it gets the idea across, right?
So you've got some decorations
Whole lot of
we've seen
Maiasaura
before, like
fossils
this
and eggs were
helix.
found in Montana's Egg Mountain dig site. Sounds like a prime expedition spot to me.
Oh, hey, that's not far from the dusty patch of paradise we just came from. Small world.
Smaller still when the continents were smushed together.
Look at that. What's interesting here is Jeff says something when the males are made, like as if the Lost World didn't happen and natural breeding was happening on Isla
Fantastic.
Sorna.
Our expedition is underway. Let's hope they bring
You'll
back
see
some
what I
great
mean. You'll see what
fossils,
I
huh?
mean. Oh yeah, and this was so beautiful that
Keeping
you could
an
come
eye
out
on
this
dinosaur
far.
welfare is a full-time job, and I don't want your attention stretched thin. That's when trouble starts. The
Look
ranger
at
teams can
this.
handle it, but they'll need to be assigned to ranger posts to guide their patrols. Let's build some posts and get those rangers to work.
And that mossy area, that swamp looked so nice. So
Make sure the ranger posts cover any dinosaurs
God, they
that you
just
want
never
your
stop talking,
rangers
do
to
they?
keep an eye on during their patrols. Looking good. Now just assign ranger teams to those posts and you're set.
So there we go, expedition complete. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm on the bed of my...
Maiasaura are not the
yeah,
only
in the
animals
hotel.
that this client cares about. So, while we have some time, please ensure that the other dinosaurs here are comfortable.
again, this is the usual, you know, just make sure Gallimimus is fine, make sure the other one's fine. And this is something. This is quite interesting because I don't know about you, but you can just tell by looking at this, at the foliage. There's something about it. It just looks nicer. It looks more. I mean, you'll see in a second when I sort of make the Gallimimus enclosure, but it really does change the way the environment looks. Because I'm used to Evolution 2 where it's kind of like, oh yeah, you can just put some trees down, but it doesn't really change. The only time that happened was in Dominion. But look at this, the Dominion DLC with the fog. But this, I got down here and I was like, whoa, actually, look at that! With all the shadows and then the Gallimimus in there? This looks so nice. It's so dense, and I don't know if this is because, you know, this game's now only on PS5 and Xbox One, I think it is? Because it used to be for PS4 and the other one of Xbox. So I think they've elevated the general like scope of the graphics, and it's allowing for stuff like that to happen. And I know one of the criticisms for this sort of game is like, well, isn't this just Jurassic World Evolution 2, the baby update? Well, you could argue it at the baby update in Terraforming, which technically, you know, it does add that and it does keep some of the old things, but on a base level, when you're just looking at the park, it feels different. And of course, remember, you know, as Frontier goes on, this game gets free updates as well as its DLCs. So what you're seeing now is, in quotations, the worst it will ever look. I am worried about the specs though, because for me, I'm like, this looks gorgeous, but I'm worried about my PC. So, I mean, they will put up the specs that you need to run it on Steam and stuff like that.
No one's gonna want to visit these sites if they can't see the dinosaurs. Look, this isn't my area of expertise, but the math is simple enough. Impressive prehistoric animals plus well-placed viewing galleries equals more guests. Take those guests and subtract their spending money, and that equals a very happy Cabot Finch, huh? How's that for showing you working out? The point is, always make sure an enclosure has good dinosaur visibility if we're to make this a sustainable endeavor. A well-positioned viewing building is worth its weight in, well, concrete and reinforced glass.
So, you can see at the bottom left, the community creations wasn't available for this, because obviously, you know, that's one of the last things I'd imagine they'd implement. But just look at this viewing area. It just looks like a house. It was so odd to me. I was like, wait, this is a viewing event? I'm not used to, but, you know, this is... People are going to make some amazing creations. You know, being able to use all of this. Really nice. So yeah, after this video's up, I'll try to put together what the event was like, because Frontier put on an amazing show with actors, and they really went all out, and they treated all of us press and that like VIP, and of course over the weekend, normal, as I say, normal people who aren't press, the public, that's it, the plebeians. I'm only joking. And they get the same experience. So they really didn't have to do this, but they went all out. And here we go. Here is the modular building stuff.
Anything good?
Look at this.
Look. Extract genetic information from the fossils they bring back. This is a task best done by scientists skilled in genetics.
And anything not rich in genetic information could still make us rich in petty cash. So don't be shy about selling things either.
I mean, I was looking at this and going, wow, the possibilities are endless. Like, it doesn't need to be built on an existing building. You could just start off with scratch, and you can use some of these bits as just general scenery, like that canopy there. And then, of course, you've got this part of the game is just so foreign to me now. This like researching and extracting DNA. Which is a shame, because that's part of the game, right?
We're laying the
and I'd like to come back to it.
Let's build a hatchery, too. Can't breed dinosaurs without hatching a few eggs, right?
And again, you've got the community creations there, so people will be able to make their own hatcheries. I wonder if it needs to be within a certain area, or if you can make a really small and tightly compact hatchery.
Not
because we've
long
got a
now
yellow brick
until the
road.
genome is done extracting.
And
What's
here,
that
look
old
at
saying?
this.
A watched pot of dino DNA never boils.
And look, so this was me seeing if there was any dinosaurs. I mean, you can pause, feel free to pause the video, or, you know, I don't go too fast here. But generally, this is, I mean, can you even express just how much of an upgrade this is on the previous one? You get to see, because it was just a still picture last time that didn't update. But now, when you change the skins, you change the sex of the dinosaur, it all updates live in this little window. And it looks so good. So I don't think there was any Easter eggs hidden in here of different species that we don't know already. So I did just want to check there, if there was, but I don't think there was.
Now that you can exert more control over embryonic hormones, it's time to synthesize your first.
Here you go, look, you
male
see it all change
Maisaura.
in real time.
Just think. Generations of dinosaurs
Beautiful.
engineered to be female, and now we're purposefully unshackling them. Incredible.
And this is something that, you know, and you've also got a night and day sort of thing up there. I didn't even realize that. Wow. And even I'm discovering things because of course, I've only played this once, literally a couple of hours ago. And of course, you've got your scientists as well there. But
If I may, I
Yes,
can only hope
Ian.
that all the consequences of this are being considered. I know they're not, of course, but, you know, I do love to hope.
We are considering every outcome in this research. Your concern is understandable, but unfounded.
Unfounded? Jeez, what a thing to say. My concern has a rock-solid foundation of experience. You know, I've seen profits put before science. I've seen rapid progress, and the excitement around that eclipse any caution. So...
oh yeah, sorry. This is me not realizing I need at least
Yes,
one of
I
each
misspoke.
gender.
Your experience is evident, but we are not biosyn, Doctor. We are not InGen. Try to see this work with fresh eyes. Optimistic
I just remember
eyes.
this being like,
I'm
what?
very
What do I need to
optimistic.
do?
So let's keep on going.
I think we needed two
Okay,
females and
let's
one male,
incubate those
actually.
eggs.
Oh,
Gotta
two
love
males,
the
one female.
hatchery, right? Amazing building. Life literally develops inside it.
Oh, you didn't say life finds a way. That's normally the classic go-to line.
oh, hello there, history. Repeating yourself, I see. Hey, tell me, did meddling in nature work out well the first time?
All right, ready when you are.
Here we go. So, I think there's also new animations for the males and females.
Synthesis. It never gets any less magical, does it?
Those are some beautiful animals. And note how the male and female Maisaura have different patterning too.
Dimorphism in prehistoric animals. And given how rare males are in the wild, I suspect we still have so much to discover.
Yes, indeed. And this is just the start. So, let's get those Maisaura
Oh,
comfortable.
and finally, photo mode was enabled. So this, I think, is new. I've never seen this animation before. Not that I really focus on Mayas all that often, I'll be honest. But that looked new to me. It might not be, but I'm just saying. I was wondering if the two males might have their own like unique animations now, and maybe that's the case. Again, it's just an observation I made. But look at the it's so nice looking. Looks so good. And then this is new as well, this sort of thing.
Though I understand, you have ways of assessing their breeding capabilities, their fertility.
Oh, yes. There are chemical markers, but honestly, you can tell everything you need to just by observing the dinosaurs closely enough.
Interesting. Can you tell with humans too?
I know you're in charge here, but do I actually have to answer that?
No, you do not.
Oh, Cabot, he's a right
Now,
laugh.
eventually you do plan to have breeding in your breeding program, right?
You know, I bet
Yes,
Jeff didn't even
yes,
know
we
what
do.
that was referencing.
But dinosaurs need an appropriate nest first. Replicating the natural conditions these animals need is what sets this research apart.
Aha. artificially replicating nature. No doubt this will go completely according to plan, as it always does.
So when you place down a
Conditions are right
nest,
and the dinosaurs are happy.
it
Now
tells
all we
you
can do
whether
is wait.
it's in a good position
Hey!
or not.
Hope I didn't miss the main attraction.
Oh, no, hello. Are you with the Ding Group?
Oh, no. Where are my manners? I'm Isaac Clement. Great to meet you. I do a lot of work with the entertainment sector, and they are very interested.
Yeah, I was like,
in
oh,
projects.
his picture's not showing up. This is a bit
Juveniles
odd.
draw huge crowds after all, so I have to see this for myself. But it's all good. I'll be patient.
Hey, patience. That's a refreshing thing to see. You know, if only those folks that preceded you had waited longer and planned more.
There you go. You see the
decided not
balloon
to play
tour
with the
there,
genetic
locked at the
foundations of
moment.
life with all the grace of a kid baking a cake for the first time. And by that I mean...
And there's the
they
petting
gotta
there
admire
as
their
well, you can
ambition,
see, for the
but my
babies.
God, the mess.
So you can actually edit your scientists' names and such. Which is interesting. And no, I'm not going to Photoshop myself in here, okay? I'm not going to do it. Last time I did it, it fooled too many people, apparently. But here, this is the breeding, right? There you go. Laid the egg. It popped in there.
Worked. We got eggs.
No breeding eggs.
See,
But no
you take
breeding
care of the
animation,
dinosaurs and
unfortunately.
you do what
I know,
comes natural,
I know.
right?
I'm disappointed as you.
I can't wait for what comes next.
So
This
that
seems like
is
a
how
good
it
chance
works,
to talk about
basically.
Contracts. They're jobs you can pick up on the side to build your reputation with the industry sectors. And bring in a little extra cash while you're at it. Here, let's get you started with one now.
Oh yeah, of course. We're learning here, and they're like, "Oh well, here's a mission." When the whole time I'm just like, "Just let me, oh my god, just let me play." But luckily, I think for the first 40 minutes, they let you, they did a tutorial, and then after that, I had someone come up to me like, "Hey, time's kind of getting on. Do you want to do sandbox?" I'm like, yeah, of course. And it's in that sandbox segment that I get let loose and try to find everything that I can. But this was really interesting. And what I've been wanting. I know I'm not getting guests. I'm not getting realistic guests. I'm not having them with names and favorite dinosaurs and selfies and all this. But I was hoping that they'd be able to make their own nests, the dinosaurs. Like, I want an Isla Sorna situation. I want to put the dinosaurs on an island and just let them go. Let them breed, see what happens, Tomorrow, I have a ecosystem video coming out. I've been working on it for months. It's honestly, it's the longest video I've made in a long time. I made Isla Nublar, and I made all the graphics, all everything you see. It took like 800 gigs or a terabyte of footage to make, and I'm really looking forward to it. If you're here, stay tuned for that, because I try to make an ecosystem. Obviously when this game comes out, that's the first thing I'm going to do is see if we can actually make it happen. But the thing is, you still have to place down the nests, which means that dinosaurs are going to be locked to certain locations. And I would love for there to be a way for the dinosaurs to actually find their own locations and then place it down wherever they feel. This reminds me of that Ancestors game with all the little things you unlock. And here's me just having a quick look around and seeing what dinosaurs we could get here. Because I didn't know how long we were going to have or what I could. So I'm right at this moment, I'm looking around going, okay, what do I make for? Do I get a Spinosaur? Do I get an aquatic? Also, there you go. It does have a timer, a counter. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Apart from the Myosaur shadow there. So they do have a hatch countdown. And we will get to see, I think this is the first time seeing a baby Myosaur. And here we go. Look at that, so cute.
Juvenile dinosaurs created the old-fashioned way. How far they've come.
See what I mean?
No
Ian,
longer
you were there on
man-made
Sauna.
assets that test the limits of what science can or should do, but animals, naturally bred, animals. Wow, fascinating. So fascinating and possibly cataclysmic. I'm wildly curious to find out.
The whole time I'm like, Jeff, you saw a baby T-Rex in the Lost World. What are you talking about?
By recreating natural conditions, no less. This could be just the thing to give dinosaurs a foothold in challenging environments.
Wow. I feel like I'm staring at history in the making, and it is adorable. I think we all need to share the news, but I bet people are gonna want proof. Can we grab some pictures?
Full disclosure, I've already named them Cabot Jr., so make sure you get their best side. But let's be honest, that's any side, right?
Oh, you're about to see. I get the chef's kiss of photos on this baby Maya. It is gorgeous. I had a good chuckle to myself when I took it because I was like, you know what? There you go. Our first new baby. Here's me like, wait a minute. Let's run it down. And then of course it stops you from doing that. And there you go. Look at that. $15,000 for what a beautiful photo.
Oh, I'm printing out a copy of that one for my wallet. Oh, they grow up so fast.
Okay, we need to make sure that our guests have a good view of these little miracles too.
Ah, yes, the three most important days in any life. The day you're born, the day you die, and the day the viewing gallery opens.
Well, he has a point. So yeah, this is, we have a little play. You can see down there the different types of viewing platforms you can make. And you don't have to switch through menus. They're all there on that one. I think with Evolution 2, you had to go back in the menu to find the Jurassic Park themed one. So this is just way more intuitive. And you see the other ones here, remote viewing galleries, there's loads. Loads of them. And even the underwater lagoon one can be placed on land, I think. Or maybe. I think that was mods in Jurassic World Evolution 2 that allowed you to do that. But it looks like you might be able to do it here as well.
Viewing platform, ready for you to gain an elevated view of our wonderful dinosaurs.
Uh-oh. The juvenile is unwell. That's the trouble with having an undeveloped immune system, I guess.
Good lord, it's Cabot Jr. We've barely had any time together. You've got to do something, Doc.
It doesn't seem serious to my eyes, but it does need investigating. We'll need a paleomedical facility to do so. You can choose an MVU team and ride alongside them, or give them a task to diagnose whatever is ailing that juvenile.
I'm thinking what I was doing here. I think I was uploading stuff to Instagram. Because the whole time I was trying to take photos and upload things while also playing. And there's nothing you can do in those situations where they're just talking to you. There's so many different things going on now. You've got the ranger station, you've got the vet, you've got the ATVs, you've got... Does the ranger station have the helicopter? I think it might. So now you've got 4 different things, 4 different buildings, staff buildings you've got to keep an eye on, as well as security cameras, outposts on the rangers and the ATV outposts. So if you're really into that sort of thing, more power to you. But my focus has and probably will always be the dinosaurs and how they interact, how they look, how the environment looks. And the baby's so cute! So cute! And of course we've got the diseases. Splop has been diagnosed! No! And of course, it's just assign the scientist, click the button. It's management with extra steps.
As I suspected, not a pleasant illness, but not untreatable either. Have your scientists research the cure, then use an MVU team to deliver that cure via DART.
Sounds like a plan. I just hope that Cabot Jr. is better with needles than I am.
I think what this sort of struggles with is, going back to JPOG days, it always felt like I was, starting out and I didn't really have much. Whereas with Jurassic World Evolution, I feel like I'm a high-tech company instantly, making things. But maybe that's just my own personal preference. I quite like the guerrilla setup of okay, we don't have too much money, let's just make some dinosaurs. Whereas this is yes, we've got science. Look at our amazing facilities.
Okay, great. That's the research complete. Now let's get that dinosaur cured.
And look at that, because it
Assign
was
an
a task
MVU
to
team
the
a nearby ranger
outpost,
post stat.
it automatically did it.
Patrolling MVU teams will automatically scan and diagnose minor issues.
So that's
Major
nice.
issues.
It takes some of the workload off the
those will
player.
call for a trip to a paleomedical facility. You've done it! Huh. You know, I was worried there for a second, but Cabot Jr. is completely cured. Needless to say, thank you. Really, thank you for taking care of them.
Hey, he does have a heart after all.
Wait a second. You're kidding. Is that Bob? Oh, how I have missed that man.
We worked together for years, Finch. My name is George, but Lambert's fine. Dr. Dua told me about Din, and about the juveniles. She suggested the security sector should advise.
A perfect time for you to join us, Mr. Lambert. It seems that the situation at our Montana site has
See there,
changed.
it's showing that it's not
The
happy because they
velociraptors
prefer
are
a
moving
covered
closer.
area.
Oh,
but
the-
they're
the
completely
carnivores
happy.
have noticed the human buffet that we've graciously set up for them. What a surprise.
Yes, well, we need to return there immediately and handle the situation.
So, the interesting thing about this, and you know, I've done the ecosystems, and you'll see in tomorrow's video as well with the Isla Nublar ecosystem I tried. The dinosaurs constantly kill each other, and I don't know if it could, even with this implemented, if an ecosystem could survive, because I think it takes a lot longer to make the babies, have the babies become adults, than it does for an Indominus Rex or a T-Rex to kill 5. But again, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to
The
jumping in.
Velociraptors. What are they doing?
The inevitable, their biological imperative, you know, they're hunting.
I love that. I love that Jeff's like, oh, you know, they just kill the guy. You know, it's what they do. Jeff's seen it all at this point. I keep calling him Jeff.
High
It's
alert,
Ian,
people.
but you know what I mean.
Finch, it's time to prove that Din cares about security.
Right, the guests and me need somewhere to hide. Build an emergency shelter. A
Again.
fine-looking hidey hole there. And now open up the shelter to put out the alert. Raptors
We're
can
in
be a
tutorial,
tricky
but we're
target on
about
the
to
best
end
of
the
days,
tutorial
so
now.
I suggest letting the pros do their thing. Give the capture team the task to tranquilize those dinosaurs and put a stop to the rampage.
So because, you know, I've done this countless times, I already know where this is going. Open the shelter, sedate the dinosaurs, put them in a paddock. So I'm already like, okay, there's the paddock, let's start making that before I get that command. But I have a feeling that they hadn't really finished this campaign.
Right.
Because
Those
when
dinosaurs
everyone else
won't
got
be
to this
waking up
point,
anytime
they were like,
soon,
oh, do you want to do
but
sandbox?
You better have an enclosure ready for when they do. We do have a half-built enclosure on site that'll probably do the job, if you can, you know, finish it up.
Good work. Now wait for the delivery to end and confirm they're all enclosed.
We should power those fences with a generator. If an animal tries to escape, it could hurt itself or even your guests. A light shock, however.
So I
will
think what's
act as a
happening here is
gentle
this is when I got tapped on
Yeah,
the
this has
shoulder.
been called
I was like,
paranoid
hey, do you want to
or-
do a sandbox?
More accurately,
Yeah, it is. It would exit the menu. I was like, no, not exit the menu. So we're going to see the main menu, which you haven't seen before. Because, of course, I couldn't really show this because they started recording as the intro started going. So you have China and Nevada. And I didn't really know what the difference was. He said that one of them was built up, one of them wasn't. And he did tell me that China wasn't built up, but it was. So when I was playing through China, he said, he tapped me again after maybe 20 minutes and said, oh, do you want to see, you know, the built up China map? And I said, I am on it. So I didn't see Nevada, but, you know, we spent enough time on the desert map. And I hadn't really even seen the Chinese map, so I thought we'll load in there. Sichuan, that's it, Sichuan Basin. And now everything that I've been seeing and in my head wanting to test out, we're now going to do. So that is, you know, I want to see if the Pyroraptor can swim. What does that look like? And look, oh, this is gorgeous. I love it. So they've obviously set this up. They've taken time, but you know we are here because we need to see the dinosaurs. It's the most important thing.
The blank page.
And here we go.
Tabula rasa. A clean slate. It's a rare and golden
There's
opportunity
Guanlong.
creating something new like this. I hope you treat the
Protoceratops.
responsibility wisely, because,
Stegosaur.
and I hope I don't come to regret this, I'm feeling oddly optimistic about what you could build.
So I didn't check to see if there was a Dominion version there, but what's interesting and what happens is, or that I noticed, is that we've lost certain variants, but the variants are hidden within the sexes, the genders. So we've lost Toro, I think it is, or Burnt Toro, but actually that's the male version of Carnotaurus.
Favorite dinosaurs, the Loki Ceratops. When you hear that name, no doubt, you think of the Norse trickster god Loki. The curved horns at the top of the dinosaur's iconic frill are pretty similar to the curved horn helmet that Loki is often shown wearing, leading to that legendary namesake for this legendary addition to the site.
So here we go. So the male has like way higher and bigger plumage than the females do. But this is the first thing. I think this is the only dinosaur that I haven't seen swim. And I don't know if they said there was one more, but I didn't see Suchomimus in this. Now, maybe it's not announced. Maybe it's still to come. I'm not sure. But the first two that come out here are the males. And unfortunately, it's in the shadow. I always hate when hatcheries... I didn't realize it wasn't facing the light. It's giving me very Turok vibes. It looks gorgeous.
This one feels like it's straight out of legend. Get this. A forest fire sweeps through southern France, and what's found in the aftermath? The first discovered remains of a pyroraptor.
So here we go.
One heck of an origin story, right?
I'm like, are they gonna go in the water? I speed it up.
Glad to have it with us.
And then here we go. Here we go. You ready? So we're gonna see the transition from walking to swimming. And you see it got wet there as well. And then boom! Gorgeous. And we can look under the water in water. It doesn't have to be in a lagoon. I mean, it didn't look as graceful as it normally does or it did in Dominion, where it was swimming around in that river basin, whatever. But there you have it. Pyroraptor actually swimming, and how it swims indeed.
Those dinosaurs are really not happy about cohabiting. And any unstable system demands the courage to face its implications. You're going to need to be brave to resolve this mess, or at the very least, cowardly but efficient. Honestly, I'd be happy either way.
So here's me. We've got Acrocanthosaurus there, the T-Rex, and I'm just trying to make things. But I do find a better enclosure to sort of house these guys. And look at that, you go, boink. So what's interesting about this is a Pyroraptor is obviously a creature that's completely fine in the water because it allowed me to place the deep water on it. Whereas if a dinosaur can't go in the deep water, you can't place the deep water right underneath it. But you can, I think, do it with these ones, or at least it worked with the Pyroraptors. I might have tried it with the Spinosaurus, but I don't know if it worked. I feel like it was saying, like, Spinosaurus is in the way. And this is when I realized that all the hatcheries have dinosaurs ready to go. So we may as well see some... You know, some hatching animations there. I probably should have turned off Isaac Clement. Or just the narrations, really.
Reptile. A flying reptile at that. Imagine the spectacle of these animals soaring through the skies.
Here's me wanting a lagoon.
I guess we don't need to imagine it since we've added them to our collection.
Oh, yeah, also I got loads of... I've got a free goodie bag here, but look, guys, I'm so dedicated. I haven't even looked at the goodie bag. I got my SD card, and I'm doing a narration. And I'm going to upload this as soon as I can. You've got to be the first. And here's the two T-Rexes. So these animations, I think, are all the same. But look at the level of detail on the T-Rex. Look at the scales, guys. Look at it. It's glorious.
Said about the Tyrannosaurus Rex that hasn't been said 1,000 times before. It's an incredible, highly developed predator. Probably the best known dinosaur out there to boot. And yet it never fails to impress. And terrify.
So
It's a
welcome
valuable addition to our collection.
to the
As long as
first
we keep it
ever
secure.
Jurassic World Evolution 3 Battle Royale. Yes, that's right. With my time, I decided to do a Battle Royale. Obviously, you know, I work out the arena I'm going to do, and that's the T-Rex one. And I think we had a fight between the Loki-Ceratops there. I thought that was the Pyroraptors, but I don't think it was. So now, I use my superior brain to work out the way I can get more than 2 at a time. Or at least at some point I do. Of course, we've got to get Indominus Rex. We've got to get everything.
But much like me, the Brachiosaurus has a huge heart.
Again, I should have turned all these guys off. I was a
Needs
fool.
it just to get blood to the very tip of its head and tail. Whereas, I'm just that nice a guy.
You got
Did I
Atrociraptors
hear
there,
someone snicker back
Monosaurus. Struthiomimus, of course, these have all been confirmed. Now, this is where I want to check the raptors, so look at this. So you've got the ones you need at the Blue, Echo, Delta, Charlie. You've also got 1993, 97, and then 2001B. So there was no male Jurassic Park 3 raptor. I was like, wait, hold on, what? What's going on here? And then it clicked with me. I was like, wait, if I make this, then will the male be the male version? I thought, oh, that's a clever way to do the skins there. So we check out, you know, the combat, how that works. We check out interactions between certain different dinosaurs as well. There's a lot to go over here. Again, I want to say a massive thank you to Frontier for even doing this, because they really didn't need to. They, you know, Jurassic World Evolution 2 was all online. But here, they hosted a physical thing. They're having press, creators, members of the public able to interact and play the game early.
If that isn't incentive enough to treat this flying reptile with respect, I don't know what is.
So here we go. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why is it not loading? I'm like, wait, why is nothing loading? I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead because of course, why not? And of course, we're going to release the Indominus Rex, which has the same entrance animation as, I think, in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Some dinosaurs have different ones. I'm pretty sure Spinosaurus is different, but it looks, oh, gorgeous. Now, I thought I saw some interesting attack animations with the raptors and the Gallimimus. Because if you remember, normally it's like a chase and a run. But I thought they just walked or ran by it and pulled it down. I was quite surprised. I need to double watch this footage. I want to check, because I didn't catch it. So there you go. They're just regular raptors with some quills. So I don't know if there is male Jurassic Park 3 raptors.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Sometimes triumphant, sometimes tragic. Of course, the death of any animal, let alone one displaced in history, is always a tragedy.
Also, yeah, this night came out of nowhere, and I think it was a day-night cycle, because I've run into this problem all the time, so I know how to fix it. It's like, no, night sucks, I want a day. So of course we changed that.
Especially our PR team will no doubt be delighted to have this dino in our collection.
So I missed the T-Rex dying, unfortunately.
Crowd pleaser. It's also among the cleverest of dinosaurs, so keep an eye on.
Oh, this is when the guy tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Oh, would you like to see China?" I'm like, "I am in China." He was like, "Oh, so you are." I wonder if they were just trying to be like, it'd be cool if you didn't do this. And I'm like, no, I will do it. We're gonna get everything. So of course, now I'm like, okay, I don't know how long's left, because he's tapped me on the shoulder twice now. So, I just want to get everything as quickly as possible. So you're gonna see me rapid fire everything out. All the big hitters. I'm like, Corythosaur, don't have time. Nobody cares about Corythosaur. Giganotosaurus, yes, do have time. Let's go. And then, of course, while we're waiting, I'm trying to remember how to, the game, how it's supposed to work. So Acrocanthosaurus, I'm not too fussed about, if I'm honest. I know some people loved it and like, oh, I love chunky Acrocanthosaurus. Now, if it was J-Pog Acrocanthosaurus, then maybe. So Iguanodon there, and I didn't check to see if they had variants, unfortunately. Because I was thinking at this point, maybe the variants are hidden in the genders. And with some dinosaurs they are, and others they're not. You'll see that Carnotaurus is definitely one of them that does. And then this is one of the 3 new dinosaurs. The Stachosaurus, otherwise known as the Taco. Very chill. One of the earliest ceratopsians. Early Cretaceous, I think.
These cute little animals, the Psittacosaurus, are rather fascinating. They have impressive self-sharpening teeth that are amazing at slicing through plant matter. Despite that, they still need to swallow stones or gastroliths to help them digest their food. Eating habits aside, though, I'm an especially big fan of those tail quills, and I'm sure our guests will be too.
Sorry, yeah, I think that's a regular interaction between the Indominus Rex and Raptor, but I just wanted to catch it just in case it wasn't. And oh my god, with the new graphics, oh, very good. I know it's an edgelord, it's Lincoln Parkosaurus, but still, oh my god, does it look beautiful here.
A classic example of an apex predator, the Giganotosaurus. This is one of the largest terrestrial carnivores. They certainly named it well.
And there you go, I remember laughing at this bit going, but the galleys wish they didn't leave.
The Gallimimus is a sociable animal, but its speed is what stands out to me. Ranger teams are gonna have their work cut out for them.
See, this is interesting because it's shown that Stachosaurus are a threat. This is a great animation. Look at that. Like, the Guanlon can't even wait to get out. I love it. A beautiful, beautiful dinosaur. I love what Frontier have done with these new creatures. Or the new ones they've added, like Stacho and Guanlon.
Its name? Guanlon. Roughly translates as crown dragon from Chinese. Makes sense too, because that impressive nasal crest shows that this animal.
Look at that! Look at that Giganotosaurus up there on the elevated bit of environment. Oh, it looked so nice. So yes, you know, certain things aren't changed, but the graphics and the terraforming, it makes it like a whole new experience when you see that. That shot was beautiful.
Stubborn, the Iguanodon can be difficult to manage. Not that you shouldn't try though. The rewards of having this incredible herbivore here outweigh any difficulty in caring for it.
So here's me trying to work out, like, okay, what would people want to see? Do they want to see Spinoceratops? Do they want to see a Troceraptor? I'm like, okay, let's get the hybrids out here. And as you can see with the hybrids, there is no genders. Ankylodocus as well there. It's just basically make the hybrid and change the colors. I was like, Dimetrodon, do people want to see Dimetrodon? Well, Dilophosaur would be quite interesting. And see, the male Dilophosaur has the Jurassic Park 3, or Jurassic Park 3, the Jurassic Park colours, which is interesting there. Ankylodocus, I'm really not too sure about. You see, I'm just, I'm just like, make it, yes, go. Again, $750,000 for that. Quite expensive. And then, of course, Spinosaur. I think that's supposed to be the JP3 Spino, but at the same time, that's just the one that we've seen in the trailers. I think. And then I see a fight there between Pteranodon and Dimorphodon, but again, I think that's a very similar one that we've come to know in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So nothing really to report there.
I mean, at least the dinosaurs are fighting each other rather than us.
There you go. I missed one of the Stachos being killed by a raptor there. That's unfortunate. And a galley, I don't know exactly what happened there. I thought it just grabbed it as it went by.
Dilophosaurus is a fascinating animal. Of course.
Oh, yep, the raptor did the pounce up there on the top right if you missed it.
Spitting ability were traits of the dinosaur itself, or side effects of filling in gaps of the original genome. Either way, it's surprises like that that make being a paleoecologist a pure joy.
So here we go. This kind of glitches out, you know, this isn't a finished build of the game. But you could see where it was supposed to go. And what's very interesting is you'll notice the lighting sort of changes there, like a little bit. So even though it's day, the lighting does go in and out of cloud, which is nice, because normally it was just static, and it was just, if it was day-night cycle, it would move around. Otherwise, everything stays the same. This is a beautiful release animation. I don't know if this is the normal one. I've been spoiled by mods in the second one, so I don't normally get to see this. But oh, that was beautiful.
We've got a semi-aquatic legend on site now. The Spinosaurus is a menacing figure on land.
Here we go. The pack behavior
really comes into its own in the water. Just imagine that iconic sail slicing through the waves as it approaches.
I love that.
Feels like something out of a movie. Well, maybe also
Like,
something out of a
if the
nightmare,
raptors didn't kill it, it definitely got killed by hitting its head off the car there. That was brilliant how that happened. So, again, it's also in danger to guests, and I wonder if this is because this enclosure is made of rocks, and it's not fences. So maybe that's something they're going to have to work out. Otherwise, we're going to see a lot of, like, hazard to guest when they're not really. So, not too sure about that. Then we got 3 or 4 Spinoceratopses. Ceratopi. I don't think those guys can swim. I'm pretty sure they can't.
Considered cute. This species, the Spinoceratops,
Look at that! Look at the like. It has to go round down the mountain. Oh, it's so like I can't wait to build better islands with this version of the game. And then the water as well. The water physics, even though it's just a splash effect, looks much nicer in this version. And there you go. So yeah, it's the same attack animation that we've come to know. But look. I know I sound like a bit of a broken man. It's the same, but different. Look, it's prettier. Which it really is. And you got Guanlon running around there. We'll release the Spinoraptors next. It's an interesting, it's a lovely little for the Spinoraptor to come out. A terror.
Synthesized from Spinosaurus and Velociraptor DNA. I've never dealt with an animal that seemed to want to hunt our guests quite as much as this one. My advice? Keep it locked down tight.
And then the Ankylodocus, I feel like it might have had a slight model revamp with its club tail. And then here we go. This is what I wanted to see. And unfortunately, right now, there's still the glitch of when you go in camera mode and it just slowly starts to rotate. I don't know if you've seen it, but that often happens, and it's so annoying in Evolution 2. So hopefully they can fix that. But again, we have the Duel of Fates with the attack animations there, which is a bit unfortunate. Though Frontier have never said that they're reworking the dinosaurs, and it's also not to say that they won't ever rework it. Like I said, you know, they do the free updates, and changing behaviors of dinosaurs isn't out of the realm of possibility when it comes to this game and these developers.
A tough armored hide, a whip-like tail with a club on the end. Yeah, this dinosaur should come with a warning tag around his neck.
Oh, here we go. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that there wasn't another Giganotosaurus. But unfortunately, no, there is just the Dominion one. Funny, because I was talking to somebody afterwards, and they said, "Oh yeah, the Frontier Giganotosaurus is there." And I remember just thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure it was, but no, it's not. So I will say there is no baby battling, because the only way to make babies is to breed them, and I think that's actually a really nice mechanic because, you know, you can't just because then everyone will just be placing down babies willy-nilly. But to actually have, you know, it's a feat to have it. It's like, oh, you have a baby. That's amazing. So that's quite nice that they've added that extra reward, I suppose. That for your hard work, you get the baby rather than just making it straight out. But I did talk to somebody who did get, I think it was baby Diplodocus or something like that with an Indominus Rex. And what they told me is that there was no killing animation. It was basically the baby got bumped by the Indominus Rex and then like died. So it was very PG-13, which makes sense because you don't want to see babies die.
An herbivore,
unless you're weird.
Bony neck frill and an adorable parrot-like beak. Interesting fact for you: they lay soft-shell eggs. Yeah, which is something of a rarity in dinosaurs. Definitely a fantastic addition to our collection.
So this is me going, oh, I've actually found a place to
If you hadn't noticed, a dinosaur
make some
is terrorizing
lagoon creatures.
guests. This is the exact kind of disaster that I try so hard to warn people against. And yet, here we are again. Geez, you know, at times like this, one feels, well, that maybe extinct animals should just be left extinct.
Right, and here's me. I don't think we do much with the lagoon because I don't think there's much change when it comes to the lagoon or the aviary. So here we go. So that is Toro, I think, and that's the male skin. Or it could be the female, I can't remember. But either way, that's sort of been hidden away behind the dimorphism.
The Carnotaurus can move fast, has an excellent sense of smell, and is willing to sink its teeth into anything or anyone.
Which I think is a bit weird. It's a nice little Easter egg, but at the same time, especially when it comes to this skin, this Carnotaurus has scars on its face, and if it was just made, where did it get the scars from? So here we go, we see a little fight between a Guanlong and a Dilophosaurus here. Again, just wanting to see Spinoceratops over there, also having a fight. You got a Spinoraptor and a Velociraptor also having a fight here too. T-Rex drinking next to a waterfall. Like, oh! It's the pretty one. The Jurassic World Evolution 3 is the pretty one. And look at that. It looks gorgeous. The way, you know, they're hidden away in the water. Here's a Megalodon. Like, I think the male Megalodon has a slightly thicker head or broader head. And that, maybe the same goes for Mosasaur, but it's honestly such a tiny little minute detail that you don't really even notice it. And again here, the rotating camera, which is so frustrating. So hopefully they fix that. I don't know. And again, you've got the jewelings, and look, they're like, oh god, here come the boys. Or here come the girls, maybe. I think there is one male in there.
There are a lot of reasons that we don't let guests.
Here we go,
Dilophosaurus
getting its revenge
lawyers
there.
And ecologists have told me all of them, but the gigant Spinosaurus is a pretty compelling case on its own. After all, those blades and spikes on its back are enough to put off the nastiest
So here's me
of predators,
trying to do
let alone
anything
a
with the
paying
lagoon.
audience. But
Like
hey,
make deeper
at least
water,
it's still a
add
heck of a sight from a viewing
terrain,
gallery.
you know, just trying anything, but no, it seems like lagoons are pretty much the same. Now, it could be a different option that I didn't select. I do put the nest down, so we do get a nice look at the nest. Oh, there it is. The Meg. Where's Jason Statham when you need him? I mean, I'm hoping that... I mean, I was hoping that these would be able to be put in the deep water. Obviously not a Megalodon, but some of the aquatics would be quite nice, you know?
Prehistoric animals. It's a truly dominant ocean predator.
And there you go, that's something we
stay
didn't
out of
see with
water,
the buoys.
Unless you want to line up to be a hot lunch.
The buoys indicating where the nest is, which is interesting, because I don't think we ever saw the aquatic nest from the top there. Some more pack behavior from the... what was supposed to be JP3, but not. I guess it's just randomized with the skins. And yeah, this was something as well I was interested in, how they would interact with the, you know, the rocks that when you make a mountain it randomly generates. And it looks like you can just sort of walk through them. So I think that's the best way to do it, because otherwise they would just eat too much into the pathfinding or the enclosure itself. So, Gigantospinosaurus there taken out. And then I remembered, I was like, okay, I want to get one of these cruisers, like Cretaceous cruise, in an enclosure with something that can, you know, eat the boat. And now, again, this version of Jurassic Evolution 3 isn't finished, so there's going to be bugs, there's going to be things. But in my head, I was like, okay, let's make an enclosure first and attach it to the fence, right? It might be a case of... yeah, and then this happened. So it might be a case of it actually doesn't want to go on a fence. I didn't think about that. So I was like, okay, I put some water down. I think I ended up putting some deep water down. I mean, it's saying like, oh, great. But for a split second there, I think it went blue. So, I mean, this is obviously maybe Frontier haven't checked this. So you're welcome, Frontier. I found the glitch that you can put these on the fences because it says requires water, and I put the water down and it still doesn't do it. So it could be something they're still working on. I even tried deep water to see if that made a difference. There you go, there's the deep water. But I just couldn't seem to get it to work. Somebody did. So obviously there is a way to do it, and I think it's without the fence. I think that's what I should have been doing. So yeah, see that's it. That's what it should be maybe. And I tried one more time. Okay, well maybe it was a little bit too close to the thing. And I think I've deleted too much there, but there you go. So I think the fence is the issue, and there we go. A kill with the Indominus Rex and the Carnotaurus. And then Hectilius and Bruton. Yes. Blue and reds. And again, see, if you notice, the soul changes, like the light is changing there. It's less harsh on the dinosaurs. That's a problem that Jurassic World Evolution 1 had, was really strong highlights and dark shadows. But there you go, it went dull there for a second.
Offensive ornamentation. Let's treat it with the care and respect.
Oh, and then this is beautiful. I just managed to catch this, but look at it under the water! Oh, that's so cool! Oh, it reminds me of when you see the crocodiles in the exhibits and stuff, and that you can see under the water. That's what you see. And then I sort of like, that's funny. So that's really cool. And I just missed a Stachosaurus kill, because that will definitely have a unique animation. So I'm sure somebody managed to record it.
Starving dinosaurs are the very definition of a so-called urgent problem. If you delay too much, you know, you might not like where they look for their next meal.
So what happens here is... Oh, there's hi! We've made a Mosamegadon. Or a Mosadon, that's it.
This one. Mosasaurus was the undisputed ruler of the seas in its time. And well now, it's an apex predator in ours too. When this animal is around, you don't ever go into the water.
Missed that, killed by a T-Rex there, the floating tail, but Ankylodocus in the water then. So, at this point, they started playing this like error sound effect while we were playing, and then we were all having to get up and leave, and it was like the place we were at was hacked, you know, by the hackers or what have you. So that is pretty much all the gameplay I managed to get, but I will hopefully have a video on you know, what the event was like. At some point I have, of course, I've flown in from Japan. I'm a bit jet lagged. And I was working all day yesterday as well on the Jurassic World experience. So, but I just want to say thank you so much for. Oh, maybe we'll get to see some animations like the Protoceratops dying. I didn't even think about that. Ooh, well, maybe they seem to be just walking around. But yes, guys, thank you so much. Of course, when there's new news of Jurassic World Evolution 3, and when the game comes out, of course, we'll cover that instantly. I can't wait. It's going to be loads of fun, and I can't wait to make islands and make ecosystems and just see the. I mean, when you see it in person, like I did when I was recording today. The level of detail is just gorgeous. Oh, so the T-Rex actually... Oh god, wait, Protoceratops against a T-Rex? Okay, well that makes sense. I did wonder, I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a dead Protoceratops. Surprised that the T-Rex actually dueled it and didn't just pick it up and rip it apart. But anyway guys, thank you so much for the continued support. Of course, if you're here for Jurassic World Evolution 3, Jurassic World the game, whatever, thank you so much. And until next time, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, bye-bye.